Hey, everybody, we're here. We're here with NCIS's Mark Harmon.
Welcome back to our channel. Mark Harmon, the irreplaceable hero of NCIS, etched his image into our hearts as Leroy Jethro Gibbs for nearly 2 decades. Yet behind the spotlight of this globally beloved TV show lie stories of intense backstage drama, hidden secrets, and shocking decisions that no one could have predicted. Have you ever wondered what truly happened between Harmon and Pauley Perrette, who played the fan-favorite character Abby Sciuto? What seemed like a minor incident, a dog biting a crew member, ignited a series of serious conflicts, turning their once close on-screen bond into an icy relationship beyond repair. This clash didn't just affect the production of NCIS, but it also left lasting cracks in the hearts of devoted fans. And that's only the tip of the iceberg. For Mark Harmon, the journey from minor roles to the heights of fame on NCIS is a story of perseverance and dedication. But after nearly 20 years on the show, what drove this steadfast man to finally step away, sparking concern and questions among the fan community? Was it the insurmountable pressure, or a desire to find peace with his family after years of relentless work? Join us as we delve into the untold side of Mark Harmon, from explosive behind-the-scenes tensions to the emotional turning points in his career and life. This journey will take you from jaw-dropping secrets to undeniable devotion, and it's all waiting for you to discover. Mark Harmon's journey to fame. Mark Harmon was born and raised in a prestigious family, with his father, Tom Harmon, a football legend, and his mother, Elise Knox, a renowned actress. From a young age, he bore the weight of immense expectations. However, few would have guessed that Harmon's path would shift from a stable business career into the demanding world of entertainment. In the 1970s, Harmon began his career with a small but significant step, starring alongside his father in a Kellogg's Product 19 cereal commercial. While not a particularly memorable role, it marked the beginning of his journey into the spotlight. Harmon's career was bolstered by family support, especially from his sister, Kristen Nelson, who helped him land his first acting role in Ozzy's Girls. From that point on, Harmon seized every opportunity to build his career. Over the next few years, Harmon appeared as a guest on several popular shows like Adam 12, Policewoman, and Emergency. These minor roles helped him establish a solid foundation in Hollywood. Like many young actors, he may have feared that he would always remain an unnoticed background character. Yet, through persistence and a dedication to honing his craft, Harmon gradually proved he was destined for the screen. His first major breakthrough came in 1977, when his performance in Eleanor and Franklin, The White House Years, earned him an Emmy nomination. This recognition was a testament to his ability to bring depth and emotion to his characters. From there, Harmon continued to gain momentum, starring in miniseries like Centennial and films such as Comes a Horseman and Beyond the Poseidon Adventure, inching ever closer to his Hollywood dreams. But no one could have predicted that Mark Harmon's biggest career milestone would arrive in 2003, when he was cast as Leroy Jethro Gibbs on NCIS. Interestingly, this opportunity came by chance. Show creator Donald P. Bellisario, impressed by Harmon's riveting performance as Secret Service agent Simon Donovan on The West Wing, invited him to play Gibbs, a role that first appeared in a few episodes of JAG before NCIS officially launched. Harmon made television history by breathing life into Gibbs, a character both tough and complex, strong yet profoundly layered. Gibbs wasn't just a resilient agent. He symbolized loyalty, dedication, and the scars of a painful past. Harmon masterfully conveyed Gibbs's emotional depth, portraying him not just as a hardened Marine, but also as a vulnerable man who never abandoned his mission. Longtime fans surely remember the heartbreaking moments when Gibbs's past was revealed in Season 3, shedding light on the reasons behind his guarded and stoic demeanor. The loss of his wife and daughter had turned Gibbs into a fortress, but it also made him a character many could deeply relate to. Harmon brought this complexity to life, balancing Gibbs' toughness with a profound humanity. Gibbs also left an impression on audiences through the relationships he forged over the years at NCIS. He was more than a stern leader. He was a father figure to his team, especially to members like Tony Donozzo, Ziva David, and Abby Sciuto. Moments like Gibbs giving Tony affectionate head slaps or communicating with Abby in sign language highlighted a unique bond beyond words. Mark Harmon expertly crafted a Gibbs rich in emotional depth and contrasts, both rigid and vulnerable, reserved yet warm. Gibbs didn't just chase criminals. He embarked on a journey of healing, learning to trust others, and at times, bending the rules to protect those he loved. Over 19 seasons, Gibbs evolved, making the character feel alive and relatable to the audience. The tensions and conflicts between Mark Harmon and Pauley Perrette. Behind the glamour of one of television's most successful series, NCIS, lie fractures and conflicts that many aren't aware of. Mark Harmon and Pauley Perrette, two cornerstone actors of the show, once captivated audiences with the warm and endearing relationship between their characters, Gibbs and Abby Sciuto. Yet few could have imagined that in real life, the relationship between these stars was anything but harmonious, to the point that it even affected the way the show was filmed and produced. The conflict erupted in 2016, stemming from an incident that seemed minor but had serious consequences. That day, Mark Harmon brought his beloved dog to the set. As the lead actor and an executive producer of NCIS, Harmon was accustomed to having certain privileges on set. His dog, a pit bull that he adored, had been around before, and most people were used to its presence. But on this fateful day, the peace was shattered when the dog suddenly attacked and bit a crew member, causing injuries that required 15 stitches. The atmosphere on set grew tense immediately. Concerns over safety spread rapidly, and worry became palpable among the crew. Pauley Perrette, who played the cherished character Abby Sciuto, voiced her concerns. Known for her protective nature and care for those around her, Perrette couldn't accept the risk of having a dog that had already attacked someone on set. But standing up to someone as influential as Mark Harmon was no easy task. The power dynamics between Harmon and Perrette added a layer of complexity to the situation. They had shared a heartfelt on-screen connection over the years, with Gibbs and Abby portrayed as a close-knit, trusting pair. However, off-screen, their relationship unraveled into a bitter conflict. When Perrette insisted that Harmon not bring his dog back to set, the disagreement quickly escalated into an unavoidable standoff. Harmon, feeling challenged and disrespected, was unwilling to back down. The tension rippled through the entire production, creating an uneasy environment. While the need to maintain safety was undeniable, the fear of confronting a figure as powerful as Harmon kept many crew members from speaking up. Only Perrette, with her courage and strong voice, stood up for her colleagues. The conflict grew into a deep divide that couldn't be mended. By Perrette's final season on NCIS, she and Harmon were no longer filming scenes together. Imagine the heartbreak. Two actors who once felt like family on screen now couldn't even share a frame. The production team had to rearrange schedules, edit scenes, and use clever techniques to keep viewers from noticing the separation. But for keen observers, the warm bond between Gibbs and Abby was a distant memory. The story didn't end there. After leaving NCIS in 2018, Pauley Perrette took to social media, posting a series of tweets that stirred up a storm. She wrote about physical assaults she endured and hinted at a powerful machine that had silenced her from revealing the truth. Although she didn't explicitly name Mark Harmon, it was clear that she was referencing the unresolvable conflict between them. Her tweets went viral, creating shockwaves among fans and in the media. The big question loomed. What really happened on the NCIS set, where images of unity and love had once captivated audiences worldwide? Faced with growing scrutiny, CBS issued an official statement. They confirmed that Perrette had voiced concerns about the work environment over a year before her departure, and the network had taken these issues seriously. But could that acknowledgement ever truly heal the wounds she had suffered? Mark Harmon's silence on the matter only fueled further speculation. People began to wonder, were the stars we loved on screen as harmonious in real life as we thought? The unfolding drama added to the intrigue surrounding NCIS, turning the behind-the-scenes story into a mystery as compelling as the cases Gibbs's team investigated. Despite the turmoil, there's no denying that both Harmon and Perrette were instrumental in NCIS's success, helping the show become a favorite for millions around the world. But Mark Harmon's story doesn't end with bitter disputes or exposed secrets. His journey includes significant turning points, moments of resilience, and a deep love for NCIS that carried him through challenges, as well as emotional decisions that eventually led him to say goodbye to the character that defined his career. Let's explore the real reasons behind Mark Harmon's departure and the inspiring path he continues to forge beyond the spotlight. Mark Harmon's decision to leave NCIS. After nearly 2 decades of dedication and tireless effort, Mark Harmon made the shocking decision to leave NCIS. This move not only left fans feeling a sense of loss, but also marked a significant shift in Harmon's long and emotional journey with the beloved crime series. Looking back at Harmon's incredible journey as Special Agent Leroy Jethro Gibbs, one cannot help but admire his endurance and commitment. When he first took on the role in 2003, few could have imagined that Gibbs would become a television icon, defined by his strong personality and fierce loyalty. Yet, after almost 20 years, the grueling production schedule, immense responsibilities, and the toll of aging led the once tireless man to reconsider. Harmon didn't leave due to controversies or a lack of passion. Instead, he stepped away for personal reasons, fatigue, and a desire to prioritize himself and his family. To bring Gibbs to life with the emotional authenticity we saw on screen, Mark Harmon endured grueling workdays, sometimes up to 22 hours long in the early seasons, ensuring the show maintained top quality. Playing Gibbs demanded immense sacrifices, both physically and mentally, and by the time he was nearing 70, Harmon realized that health and family had to come first. But walking away from a role he cherished wasn't an easy decision. He had contemplated leaving in earlier seasons, but his deep bond with the cast and crew, whom he considered a second family, kept him around, pushing himself for the show and its devoted fans. Finally, as season 19 approached, he knew it was time to close this meaningful chapter in his life. Harmon's departure was not only a pivotal moment for him, but also a major challenge for the creative team behind NCIS. How could they write Gibbs out of the story without unraveling nearly 20 years of character development? The writers crafted a thoughtful and fitting farewell. Gibbs chooses to remain in Alaska after completing a mission, seeking the peace he never truly had. It wasn't just a goodbye, but also a sense of liberation, a final journey for Gibbs to finally live as his true self. Mark Harmon felt this ending honored the character and mirrored his own journey, full of trials, but ultimately finding serenity. Although he no longer appears regularly on screen, Harmon maintains a special connection to NCIS. He continues to serve as an executive producer and is involved in the upcoming prequel NCIS, Origins, set to premiere in October 2024. This prequel will explore Gibbs's early career days and his journey of grief after the murder of his wife and daughter. Remarkably, this project also involves Harmon's son, Sean Harmon, as a producer, adding a meaningful continuation to the family's legacy. Mark Harmon may have closed his chapter as Gibbs, but his departure left a void not only in the hearts of fans, but also financially and creatively for NCIS. So what happened after this iconic figure left the series? Let's delve into how the production team managed to keep the show engaging and tackle the financial challenges that came with Harmon's exit. This behind-the-scenes story will keep you captivated. Financial and creative impact of Harmon's departure. When Mark Harmon left NCIS, the shockwaves weren't limited to the fan base. They also had a profound impact on the show's financial and creative elements. Losing Leroy Jethro Gibbs, the central character, was a tremendous challenge that forced the team to adapt quickly to maintain the show's long-standing appeal. But it wasn't easy. Financially, Harmon's departure caused significant disruptions. He wasn't just the show's biggest star, he was also one of the highest-paid actors in television, earning over $500,000 per episode. While his exit freed up a substantial part of the budget, it didn't necessarily make things simpler. Producers had to strategically reallocate funds to maintain the high production quality viewers had come to expect, finding a delicate balance between cost-cutting and keeping the audience engaged. Beyond the financial upheaval, Harmon's absence posed a major creative challenge. He wasn't just the face of NCIS, he was the heart and soul of the show, bringing depth and vitality to the series. Winning back fans who had followed Gibbs for nearly 2 decades required bold, creative moves. To fill the void, the writers had to restructure the narrative, introduce new characters, and develop compelling storylines. One strategic move was bringing in Gary Cole as Alden Parker, a seasoned agent with a distinct personality, designed to avoid direct comparisons with Gibbs. But could Parker ever fill the massive shoes left by Harmon? That remains an open question. Meanwhile, the writers also focused on deepening the arcs of familiar characters like Timothy McGee, Jimmy Palmer, and newcomer Jessica Knight, to preserve the warmth and family dynamic that audiences cherished. Still, there's no denying that losing Gibbs was a significant blow. The intense competition in the television market, particularly from streaming platforms, added further pressure. Some longtime fans even declared their intent to stop watching if Gibbs was no longer part of the show, with social media flooded with comments like, "If Gibbs isn't here, neither am I." Producers were acutely aware that retaining loyal viewers while attracting new ones was no easy feat. Fortunately, NCIS still had some undeniable advantages. The show had built a strong brand with a devoted fan base and a lucrative revenue stream from syndication and international licensing deals, ensuring financial stability. Weekend and holiday reruns continued to draw millions of viewers, demonstrating the show's enduring appeal even without Harmon's regular presence. Mark Harmon's departure also presented an opportunity for NCIS to restructure and innovate. While devoted fans were saddened, many expressed heartfelt gratitude for Harmon's nearly 2 decades of dedication. Emotional tributes, nostalgic photos, and messages of appreciation flooded in, thanking him for bringing Gibbs to life and making NCIS an essential part of their weekly routines. The question now is whether NCIS can hold its ground without Gibbs. In response, the producers have taken ambitious steps, including expanding the franchise with NCIS Origins. In this upcoming series, set to debut in October 2024, Mark Harmon will serve as a narrator and executive producer, offering hope that he remains connected to the franchise he helped build. Fans are also excited by the possibility of Harmon making special cameo appearances, a prospect the producers have wisely left open to keep anticipation high. The expectations aren't just centered on the hope of Gibbs's return, but also on how NCIS will evolve in this new era. Viewers are eager for fresh stories, character development, and the assurance that the show will continue to satisfy without losing the essence that has kept them watching all these years. While NCIS moves forward, only time will tell if the legacy of Gibbs will continue to inspire future seasons. Mark Harmon's personal life and other challenges. While Mark Harmon portrayed a strong, stoic NCIS agent on screen, his personal life has been filled with challenges and deeply emotional moments that many are unaware of. Beneath his calm exterior lies a man who has faced significant real-life struggles, sometimes as dramatic as the storylines he has brought to life in his acting career. One of Harmon's biggest challenges was the custody battle for his nephew in 1987. This wasn't a simple matter, but rather a complex and emotionally charged legal fight. When Harmon realized that his sister, Kristen, was battling serious substance abuse issues, he felt it was his responsibility to protect his nephew, Sam. This led to a heated family dispute, with Mark and his parents on one side and Kristen feeling isolated and hurt on the other. Ultimately, Harmon chose to withdraw the custody claim, not wanting to deepen the family divide, a compassionate yet profoundly impactful decision. Just imagine the pressure Harmon endured, torn between the duty to protect his family and the desire to maintain unity. The story is a testament to his emotional resilience, but the challenges didn't end there. In 1996, Mark Harmon became a real-life hero when he rescued two teenagers from a burning Jeep after an accident right in front of his house. Without hesitation, he used a sledgehammer to break the car windows and pulled the boys out, just as the vehicle was about to explode. His courageous and quick-thinking actions were widely praised, but Harmon humbly refused the title of hero. In a 2013 interview, he said, "I don't deserve praise because if that car had exploded, those boys wouldn't have their father." His words reflected not only his humility, but also his deep sense of responsibility and compassion. Despite being a television icon, Mark Harmon has always chosen a quiet and simple life. After long, exhausting days on set and the glitz of Hollywood, he returns to his home, where family comes first. He has been married to actress Pam Dauber since 1987, a rare, enduring union in the entertainment world's often tumultuous landscape. The couple keeps their private life away from the media spotlight, never allowing the press to intrude too deeply. When asked about the secret to their happy marriage, Harmon simply says they cherish peace and the small moments together. It's easy to understand why he values a simple life, given the intense personal challenges he has faced. In a testament to his tenacity, Harmon continues to live by a philosophy of constant learning and overcoming adversity. In 2007, he confronted NCIS creator Donald P. Bellisario over organizational issues on set, demonstrating his strength and integrity. Bellisario was eventually replaced, leading to a better structured production. Harmon has described working in the industry as a constant battle, and he isn't afraid to speak up for fairness and the well-being of his team. Beyond television, Mark Harmon has ventured into the literary world. In November 2023, he and NCIS technical advisor Leon Carroll Jr. released Ghosts of Honolulu, a Japanese spy, a Japanese-American spy hunter, and the untold story of Pearl Harbor. The book is not just fiction, but a mix of historical research and thrilling espionage, inspired by their experiences working on NCIS. Harmon's interest in untold historical stories and his creative ambition beyond the screen are evident. His foray into literature is a testament to his relentless drive to explore new horizons, even in his 70s. The book has been well received by fans and critics alike, not just because of Harmon's fame, but due to the gripping storyline and its thoughtful, engaging approach to history. Releasing a work that blends scholarly insight with entertainment shows Harmon's desire to challenge himself and explore new areas. Even though he has stepped away from acting, Mark Harmon remains open to the idea of returning if the right opportunity comes along. NCIS producers have hinted that the door is always open for Harmon, and he hasn't ruled out the possibility of making special cameo appearances. Would you like to see Mark Harmon return as Gibbs on NCIS? If so, comment, "Yes, Mark Harmon." If not, feel free to share your opinion with "No, Gibbs." Thank you for staying with us through Mark Harmon's story. If you enjoy content like this, don't forget to follow our channel for more tales about famous personalities and the surprises hidden behind their lives. Hit like and subscribe so you won't miss any of our upcoming exciting content.